Hey guys, and welcome to a new mini-series of mine. Yes, I know, I have a lot of series going on right now. Am I going to regret it? Let's hope not. Now, this, like I said, it's only going to be a mini-series, so it's only going to be about 20 parts or so. Unless you guys tell me that you like it, maybe I'll raise the parts a little bit. It depends all on you guys. Yeah. But, yeah, so it's a new mini-series, and it is called All Downhill From Here. It's basically, I really want to do a challenge, so I basically combined a whole bunch of challenges and placed them into one. So it's basically my twists on a whole bunch of different challenges, and I just called it All Downhill From Here. And yes, so I'll show you the house if we have time. I did make it myself, and I think it's terrible, but whatever. So let's start off with our main character, and as if you guys don't know, I do like to give my Sims a little bit of a backstory, and it just makes the character, I think. So let me tell you her traits. This is Juliet Carson. She is flirty, rebellious, dramatic, evil, and mean-spirited. Her favorite color is red. She likes O positive, and she likes classical music. And if you can't tell, she is a vampire. It's pretty dang obvious. So basically, Juliet's backstory is she comes from a long bloodline of very powerful, very highly ranked vampires. Even her parents, her mother and father, actually led probably one of the most strongest covens ever to live, and they were her parents were head of that council. And as their only child, she was, next to be ruler of that. But when Juliet did something just so terrible, rebelled against something that I'll probably tell you guys later in the series, she did something that broke a very serious rule in this coven, and the Vampire Council came and they told her parents that they would either have to kill Juliet or they would have to send her away, far away from the coven, and she could never return. If she was actually spotted by one of the council members, she would actually be killed on sight. So that obviously places her in a very bad situation. Now her parents, being her lovely parents, decided not to kill Juliet and sent her to Bridgeport. As you can see, this is where the story is going to take place. We are in Bridgeport. So they sent her here. They gave her all the money that she needed, so she didn't need to work and risk explosion of their vampire nature. So yeah, so now she's here. Now, it was about maybe a week, 2 weeks maybe, after she moved into this house and actually got settled, where it became pretty obvious that plasma juice was running low. It was slowly vanishing. And she's not the only vampire in this town. So all the vampires basically went mad. They raided the hospital, and basically they raided the hospital so much that they ran out of blood at the hospital. And that led to so many murders in Bridgeport from basically normal people. And so that led the Vampire Council to come to Bridgeport and basically kill some of the vampires that were here. Luckily, they did not find Juliet, and she was safe. But now that all that happened, it's been like maybe 2 months since that whole event occurred. And now plasma juice is completely wiped out all over the world. Vampires are basically, they have no source of food other than drinking live. So that left Juliet in even more trouble, because that was her only source because of blood. Like, she didn't really want to drink live or anything like that. So that's where our two other characters come into play. So I'm going to start with our male character here. He's human. His name is Jeremy Cole, and just a look at him. Yes, let's have a look at Jeremy. And he is a party animal, athletic, coward, heavy sleeper, and a schmoozer. His favorite color is white. I actually forgot to do all of his favorites. So white, apparently he likes tofu steak, ew, okay. And Latin music, I forgot to do his favorites, sorry. So basically, the backstory for Jeremy is he was at a nightclub, he had a few too many, and he actually went to go call a taxi outside when Juliet actually pulled him into an alley, and she was she was basically starving. She was starving for blood. She needed it. And she had all intentions on pulling him into the alley and basically murdering him right there. But she had second thoughts, and she's like, the vampire council is going to find her. So she actually took that opportunity to basically kidnap Jeremy and put him in her little basement / dungeon. So she took him here, used him as what I'm going to be calling them, as the series goes on, I'm going to be calling them her blood bags, because they literally are. So when she's feeling hungry, she'll come down here and basically drink from them. So that's that. Now, again, it was about maybe a week to 2 weeks after Jeremy was kidnapped. Our other lovely character, Kristen Danny, her traits are brave, over-emotional, excitable, handy, neat. I forgot to do her favorites. Oh, no, I remembered to do her favorites. Her favorite is yellow. Her favorite color is yellow. Her favorite food is key lime pie, and she likes R&B music. Now, the story with her is, again, Juliet was just walking around town when, Kristen actually approached her. She knew about supernatural. She knew what was going on in this town, and she wanted to stop it. Well, she had all intentions on stopping. But when she approached Juliet, she didn't know how strong she was, and she almost could have died there because Juliet had all intentions on killing her, same as Jeremy. But when Kristen made her an offer that she would cater to her every needs if she just didn't hurt her or her family or made any more murderous scenes in Bridgeport. So Juliet agreed to that, and that basically led Kristen here. Now, Kristen also, she had time to think about this, and she actually approached Juliet again when she was in her basement, and she asked her if she would turn her. Now, Juliet is okay with this, but she wants to see if Kristen is actually worthy of being a vampire. So she's basically her apprentice right now. She's going to be watching how she feeds, how she handles stuff, and what would become if Kristen was actually a vampire. So I made a few rules that I will explain throughout the series. Now, the rules with Kristen is before she can be turned into a vampire, she must be best friends with Juliet, and that's one of the rules, and I will explain more as we go on. So I'm pretty sure I did not forget anything, so let me just show you guys around the house. So this is the basement where these two are basically combined here. Well, not combined, they're just struck down here. They cannot leave, except for Kristen. She's allowed to leave if, let's say, Jeremy died or he passed away. Kristen would be allowed to leave the house in sunlight to find some more recruits for blood bags. Or if we wanted to start our own coven, she would be in charge of finding some people for that. But I'll explain that maybe in part 2. Now we have a little bit of bathroom here. With two Sims, it's going to be hard to share a bathroom since they hardly know each other. And then basically all their necessities in here. Now upstairs we have Juliet's bedroom. She has her vampire coffin, her easel. I plan on having her learn some painting just for something to do. Bathroom, small little kitchen. She doesn't really need a kitchen because she's a vampire, but just to look normal, I guess. And then we have upstairs, we have a spare bedroom here that has nothing in it, a bathroom, another bathroom, and then another spare bedroom that maybe if we let Kristen out for a day, she can stay up here for a break. Or Jeremy if we feel like he's worthy enough. And then that's it. I guess that's it. Yep, that's it. 2-floor kind of it's not really a mansion, but yeah, so I guess that's it. Now, one of the rules that I have is Juliet can raid the hospital, but if she gets caught, bad stuff will happen. We'll basically say that. So, yes, so I hope you guys are looking forward to this series. I definitely am. I cannot wait to play with them. If you guys do want me to continue this, leave a nice little comment down below, like, favorite, subscribe to become part of my vampire clan, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.